Listen, do you feel the weight of the air change when you enter a room? If you do not, then you are still invisible to the universe. Most men spend their lives shouting, begging, and performing to be noticed. They think authority is loud. They think command is a noise. They are wrong. True authority is a frequency. It is a silent vibration that dictates reality before a single word is ever spoken. This is the frequency of command. For 23 steps, we have cleared the ground. We have removed the rubble of the old world. We have displaced the grid. Now, we must broadcast the new law. Everything in this existence is vibrating. Your fear has a frequency. Your fear has a frequency. Your doubt has a frequency. And your command has a frequency. The grid survives by keeping you on a frequency of static noise, a frequency of distraction, of reaction, of static. The sovereign architect does not participate in the static. He becomes the broadcast. Look at the predator in the wild. It does not bark. It does not scream to show its power. It simply exists in a frequency of absolute certainty. The environment senses the vibration, and it submits. The grass bends, the birds go silent, the air becomes heavy. That is command. You have been trained to be a receiver. You receive the news. You receive the bills. You receive the opinions of the herd. I am telling you to become the transmitter. When you walk into a space, the frequency of that space must adjust to you. You do not adjust to it. This is not a social skill. It is a biological takeover. Intense pause. How do you calibrate the frequency of command? It begins with the total elimination of internal noise. If you are arguing with yourself in your head, you are broadcasting static. If you are seeking validation, you are broadcasting weakness. Command requires a mind that is as cold and silent as the deep ocean. When the internal noise dies, the external power rises. The world is a mirror of your vibration. If you see chaos, it is because you are vibrating in chaos. If you see disrespect, it is because your frequency is allowing it. You cannot fix the mirror. You must fix the broadcast. The frequency of command is the unwavering, terrifying certainty that what you decree is already a fact. Think about the sun. It does not ask the planets to orbit. It does not negotiate with the darkness. It simply burns at a frequency so high and so heavy that the entire system has no choice but to follow its gravity. Your will must become your gravity. Most people are afraid of silence. They fill it with talking, with music, with digital poison. Why? Because in silence, they have to face the fact that they are not broadcasting anything. They are hollow. The sovereign architect loves the silence. He uses it as a canvas for his command. Long pause. Listen to the heartbeat of your empire. Is it steady? Is it heavy? The frequency of command is not an emotion. It is a state of being. You do not try to be powerful. You are power. You do not try to be wealthy. You are wealth. The manifestation is just the physical debris that follows the frequency. The grid will try to jam your signal. It will send disruptions. It will send people to test your boundaries. It will send setbacks to see if your frequency will drop into frustration or anger. Do not fall for the trap. Anger is a low frequency. Frustration is a slave's vibration. Stay cold. Stay silent. Stay certain. When the grid realizes it cannot jam your signal, it will begin to synchronize with you. This is when the miracles happen. This is when the doors open without you knocking. This is when the resources find you without you searching. The universe is just a giant machine waiting for a strong enough signal to follow. Are you the signal, or are you just more noise? Look at your life through the lens of vibration. Where are you leaking energy? Where are you lowering your frequency to fit in with the herd? Stop. Displace the social static with the frequency of command. It is time to broadcast the new reality. The architect is no longer building. The architect is now governing. The architect is now governing. Feel the weight of the air. The command is active. Sapiens. Rise. The secret of the silent vibration is that it operates beneath the level of human logic. Most people are fighting battles with words and argument. They are trying to convince the world of their value. A king does not convince, a king occupies. When your frequency is calibrated to command, You do not need to explain yourself. Explanation is a form of submission. Every time you explain your actions, you are handing over a piece of your sovereignty to the listener. Stop explaining. The frequency of command is built on the foundation of absolute non-reaction. The system wants you to react. If you react to an insult, they own you. If you react to a crisis, they manage you. If you react to a woman, she dictates your pulse. Your reaction is the remote control they use to change your channel. Break the remote. When you walk into a room, do not look for a place to sit. Occupy the center of the frequency with your presence. Feel the expansion of your will. You are not looking at the world. You are projecting the world. This is the shift from a passive observer to an active projector. Rhythmic heartbeat pacing. Broadcast command, dominate. Broadcast command, dominate. Think about the architecture of a cathedral. Even when it is empty, it commands silence. Even the loudest man whispers when he enters. Why? Because the architecture itself is a physical broadcast of a higher frequency. You must become that architecture. Your posture, your eye contact, the way you move through space must broadcast a signal so heavy that the chaotic minds of the herd are forced to settle. You have been conditioned to be nice, to be polite, to be flexible in the kinetic empire. Flexibility is for the weak. We are the stone. Politeness is a social mask, but command is a biological truth. I am not telling you to be a bully. A bully is someone who is insecure about his own frequency. A sovereign is someone who is so secure in his vibration that he does not need to raise his voice to be felt. Listen carefully. There is a lag between your frequency and the world's response. When you first initiate the frequency of command, the world will push back. It will try to pull you back down to the static. It will test your resolve with 100 small annoyances. This is the calibration phase. Do not drop your signal. If you hold the frequency long enough, the environment has no choice but to fold. Intense pause. Look at your bank account. Look at your relationships. Look at your health. All of these are physical printouts of your current broadcast frequency. You cannot change the printout by hitting the paper. You must change the data in the machine. The data is your vibration. If you broadcast lack, the universe prints debt. If you broadcast needing, the universe prints rejection. If you broadcast command, the universe prints abundance. It is a mathematical certainty. We are the Sapiens who have stopped begging for scraps at the table of the old world. We have built our own table, and we have set the frequency of that table so high that only the elite, the sovereign, and the unbreakable can sit with us. The grid hates this part of the protocol because they can tax your money, they can imprison your body, but they cannot touch your frequency. Your vibration is the only thing that is truly yours. Protect it like a fortress. The noise of the world is getting louder, but the signal of the architect is getting clearer. Can you feel the vibration in your spine? That is the command taking root. Stay cold, stay silent, stay sovereign, stay sovereign, stay sovereign. The transition is complete. You are no longer the one who asks. You are the one who dictates. The world you see is not a solid reality. It is a fluid reflection of the vibration you hold in your marrow. If you falter, the world crumbles. If you stand firm, the world crystallizes into your empire. This is the responsibility of the sovereign architect, voice trembling with suppressed intensity. Do you understand what you have become? You have moved beyond the reach of the grid's tentacles. They look for you in the noise, but you are in the silence. They look for you in the reactions, but you are in the command. You are the ghost in their machine and the God in your own. The frequency of command is the ultimate filter. It will push away those who do not belong in your reality. It will dissolve the friendships that were built on your weakness. It will break the connections that required you to be smaller than you are. Let them go. A skyscraper cannot be built on the foundation of a hut. The space that is cleared by your frequency will be filled by the heavy, the powerful, and the kinetic. Look into the future. What do you see? If you see struggle, you are still on the old frequency. If you see certainty, you have arrived. In the kinetic empire, the future is not something that happens to us. The future is a broadcast we are sending right now. Every second of your focus, every ounce of your will, is a signal being sent into the void. Intense pause. Listen to the world around you. It is waiting. The trees, the stones, the digital ledgers. the minds of the masses. They are all waiting for a command. If you do not command your reality, someone else will. The grid is a giant, hungry receiver looking for a master. Will it be you, or will you be its battery? There is no middle ground. You are either the broadcast or you are the noise. You are either the architect or you are the material. Rhythmic heartbeat pacing. The frequency is set. The signal is clear. The command is absolute. From this moment forward, you do not enter a room. You occupy it. You do not seek an opportunity. You project it. You do not live a life. You execute a decree. Keep your frequency high and your internal noise at zero. The universe is now in synchronization with your will. The empire is no longer a dream. It is a vibration. Stand tall, sovereign. The air belongs to you. The silence belongs to you. The future belongs to you. Sapiens, rise.